In other news tonight, a bombshell development in the murder of Bonita Springs doctor Teresa Sievers. Her husband, Mark Sievers, arrested for his alleged role in her death. Dr. Sievers was brutally murdered inside her Bonita Springs home last summer. And tonight, 4 in Your Corner has complete team coverage of this breaking story with our reporters working all angles tonight. Right now, we want to turn it right on over to 4 in Your Corner anchor Patrick Nolan, who's live at the Lee County Sheriff's Office with all the details there. Patrick.
Such a sad scene here at the Sheriff's Office today. The 2 young daughters of Mark and Teresa Sievers inside this building as their dad was putting on a bright red jail uniform, including bright orange plastic sandals, put in restraints and surrounded by detectives as he walked out the main entrance of the Sheriff's Office. The sheriff walking through the doors first, then Mark Sievers briefly pausing and taking a tiny sidestep through the threshold. His ankles in shackles, his hands in cuffs. All cameras focused on the man in the red jail jumpsuit. He stares straight ahead, ignoring questions.
Do you have any comment at all, Mr. Sievers?
As he's walked closer to the patrol car, the cameras close in, and he ignores a question about the 2 most important people in his life.
Anything you have to say for your daughters?
The sheriff confirming the daughters were inside headquarters, the same place where their dad was cuffed and led away.
2 young daughters, they're here behind me now in this building, and we're taking very good care of them, and we'll continue to make sure that that's the case. And these kids celebrated their first Christmas just a couple of months ago without their mother, and now their father's off in shackles on his way to jail, where he belongs, frankly.
The sheriff says Sievers did speak briefly about what would happen to his daughters once he was led away.
We've had casual conversation with Mark just basically to make sure that his daughters are okay, some basic pleasantries in terms of changing clothes and getting him shackled up and otherwise, but he doesn't have a lot to say. Stoic, no emotion there. I'm not 100% sure he's got blood in his veins. I think it might be ice.
The sheriff says Sievers and the 2 men he's accused of paying to kill his wife went to, quote, extraordinary lengths to cover their tracks, but to no avail.
Wainwright, Jimmy Rogers, and Mark Sievers are locked up where they belong.
Locked up nearly 8 months to the day since Mark Sievers' wife was killed, leaving a community to wait and wonder for answers and justice.
Hopefully, this community has a sense of peace, knowing that this person is behind bars. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this day, and here is the day.
A day the relatives of Dr. Sievers have been waiting for months now. We're told they feel very relieved by this arrest. The sheriff wouldn't say exactly where Mark Sievers is going to be held within the Lee County jail system. They have more than one location, but he did suggest because there are now 3 suspects in what he calls a very high-profile case, it's very unlikely they'll be in the same facility. Reporting live from the Lee County Sheriff's Office in South Fort Myers, Patrick Nolan, Fox 4 in Your Corner.
All right, thank you.